basically we are going to connect to this particular folder where we have so many files. You can see there are almost 13 files in this particular folder called CSV files. These are all CSV files. Okay. So let me open a CSV file and see what we have inside that, so that you'll get an understanding of the data, and then we can actually demonstrate it. Okay. So you can see there are almost like 5 records, and you can see there's an order date, due date key, and order date key, due date key, etc. A lot of other sales amount, tax amount, and all. Okay. This is 5 records you have with some product key. This is the key you can see. Let me close this. Let's see. Let me open the other one. So it is more or less, it is showing you the similar kind of a data, but different records. Different records. Here we have 8 records. Okay. So basically the idea is to understand, okay, these are kind of an CSV files which are generated on a daily basis. You can see maybe on so and so date. You can see this basically 2011-01-23, 2011-01-24, 2011-01-25. That means 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Every day you're getting one new file. Okay. So you are putting all those new files into one single folder here. So now say you are building a Power BI report. Okay. Let me open. So you want to build a solution in a way that your work will be kind of automated, or you need not work on a daily basis, right? So that is the whole purpose of automating stuff or using a BI tool, right? So you're getting a daily or daily CSV file, right, with new update, but you don't want to kind of rework on that activity on a daily basis. Maybe you work on it on like one time, and maybe within a refresh of a button, the daily data should be plugged into your report. So that is possible using Power BI. So we are going to demonstrate that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go to Get Data. Okay. Click on More. So there is an option called Folder. Can you see this folder? Click on Folder. Click on Connect. So I'm going to connect to this particular folder called CSV files on my desktop. So I'm going to browse for the folder. You can see this time it is asking me to browse the folder path. And I know that is on the desktop, and this is my CSV file folder, if you can remember. I'm going to select that particular path, and I'm going to click on OK. So what it is going to do is it is going to scan the entire folder, get me all the files at once. You can see it is giving me, it is showing me these are the file names that you have it. These are the dates that you have it, right? Starting from 2011-01 23rd date till 2023-03-02. Okay, these are all the formats, like CSV files, etc. So I can click on transform data, because as you know, again, the story continues, the same story comes here. Like any other data source, you need to again click on transform data and just play around with your Power Query editor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do use a bit of different one. Okay, so just observe what I'm going to do. So I'm going to select an option called Combine Files. So there are, I know these are these many files, and you can see on the very first column, there's a hyperlink one binary. So I'm not going to click on each one of the binary. Rather, since this data is meant for combining together, there's an option. You cannot find the option elsewhere. For example, if I'm selecting this column, you cannot see, you can see if you observe on the top, there is a combine files option. Okay, we'll discuss more about those later, but right now just observe that combine files option. This is disabled, but when you select this binary, this content one, automatically this is enabled. You have to just click on combine files. Okay, what happens is it combines all the CSV files and give you the output. It is first, before it is giving you the output, it is also giving you a preview, saying that, okay, this is a sample file I'm picking from the very first file. So this is what the data is. Okay. So do you want to specify anything or anything? So I'm good to go with the same format. I can click on OK. And now you see the magic. So a lot of things happen. You can see a lot of other code has come in. We need not worry about that. It's not, it is not at all required for us. Okay, you can just minimize and can focus on the output. So this is the output that we got. And it is also clearly giving you a new column, additional column. So your actual data has columns from product key. If you remember, your CSV file has data from product key. But this is the extra column that you got, which is giving you additional information. Okay, this data is from so and so file. This data is from so and so file. You can see all those 8 or 13 files you have, right? 13 files here we have. You can select each file and see the relevant data. So if you remember, the very first file was this one, right? 23. It has got 5 records, if you remember. You can see those 5 records are there. So basically, you've got all those records clubbed together and into one single place. So now we can click on close and apply. Okay, just like any other data source that we have connected. Okay. And once you click on close and apply, it is just like any other data set, and you can start building your report. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a bit of demonstration. Once the data is loaded, in fact, it is getting all the records from all the files. Okay. So I'm going to add a table. Okay. Here, table visual. And I'm going to show the data. So what was the column name? It was some product key, right? The very first column was P, product key. I'm going to add it. Okay. Basically, I can just click on don't summarize so that it doesn't sum up. Okay. And gives you the actual numbers, and then add, let's say, tax amount, just like that, so that I'm getting the answers. So you can keep on adding some due date or any other dates that any information that you need. Okay. So now you have this data coming from all the files. So let's say I can save this report, and in fact I can build a visual. This is also a visual table visual. I can build a graph also. So tomorrow, let's say your manager has given another file. Let's say this is another file. Okay. So I'll open this file. I'll make sure you understand what we have here so that we can push that file there. Okay. So this is a new file. So here, let's say we have the product key called 770-8989, or else we can, put our own like 2023, something like that. Order date. We can just copy the same data so that, we not again worry. So since we are using some due date, you can also change the due date. Let's see what we are using here. Due date. So you can use the due date. Where is the due date? Somewhere in the dates column, right? This is the due date key we have, right? Okay. So this is the due date here, I guess. Okay. You can use some date. Okay. 22. Just to make sure you see the data coming in there. Okay. So let's save this. So you remember these 3 product keys: 770-8989-2023. Close this. So do you see those product key numbers right now? 770-8989-2023. No, right? Cannot see right now there. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to add this new file. Let's say we got this today. I'm going to simply place this file into the CSV folder. Right? Once I place this file, I can come to my report and just click on refresh button. There's a refresh button here. Click on refresh button. Automatically it is going to get the new records. Can you observe below? 770-8989 and 2023. I've also added a date. Okay, if you notice. So this is the magic of Power BI. So this is very used. Whatever we just saw is used a lot in real time. Okay, to ease up the work. Ideally, the people used to get every week they get new data set, and suppose they are coming up with some report, right? They are developing some report, some end output. So we can actually build a proper report, and every visual will be automatically updated with the latest data. Okay, with a refresh button. That's all. It's one single click. In fact, we don't even use this refresh button. We actually publish it to the cloud, right? We have seen that, right? Publish it to the cloud, and we click on automation. There is a scheduling option where automatically every day it will refresh upon its own. Okay, or you just have to put that folder in that folder. That's all. Okay, that's the beauty of Power BI.